is what specifically do you not need to do when you have your eyebrows microbladed as part of the healing process straight after you have had the work done. Firstly. Secondly, what not to do over the next couple of days, which is very specific in making sure that your eyebrows heal safely and that you don't have any risks of infection, or to be able to maximize the amount of pigment that can be retained. So 50% of the retention is the work that I do, and the other 50% is what we expect you to do. And anybody who comes to us here gets a preparation and how to prepare, an email, and how to prepare for the healing stage, usually about 3 or 4 days before they actually come for their tattoo. So safety is paramount for starters, but secondly, it's important to not only follow the aftercare that is very specific to brow teak in making sure that your eyebrows are going to heal without any trouble. And our aftercare is not rocket science, but it is very important. And the first thing you do not do is that if you get any scabs, that you do not pick them off. If you pick scabs, it's not going to happen with us anyway, because we do a no scab heal here, and our healing instructions and aftercare are very specific to minimize any scabbing. So you're not going to be going around with these awful scabby brows. But if you do get a scab and that has that kind of skin, do not under any circumstances pick it off, because you're going to take the pigment with it and you're also going to risk scarring. So do not pick off the scabs. So if you're a scab picker, do not pick them. So for 5 days, we are very specific that you do not go into a swimming pool, you do not go into the jacuzzi, and you do not go sea swimming for 5 days. Here's the reason why. Firstly, the chlorine in the jacuzzi and the swimming pool, they will actually bleach your eyebrows. They'll also put you at a risk of infection. And sea swimming, the salt in the sea, will actually leach the pigment out of your eyebrows, and you're also risking an infection as well. So therefore, the work that I've done has been undone by chlorine in a pool or jacuzzi, or the salt in the sea. So we're only asking you to stay out of it for 5 days. And then for the 5 days following that, if you do want to go sea swimming, and if you do want to go into the jacuzzi or the swimming pool, you can put some Vaseline or Bepanthen to protect your eyebrows while you're in there for day 6 to day 10. Yeah? So, that's only small, short length of time to get good results. Right, going to the gym. Right, we prefer, there are certain technicians who say you cannot go to the gym for a month. No. With us, we ask you not to go to the gym, particularly if you're going to be doing sweaty activities like a class or working the machines in a gym whereby you are going to sweat. Sweat has salt in it, and that sweat is going to seep down into your eyebrows, and you are going to end up leaching, no different to sea swimming, leaching the pigment out of your eyebrows. So we ask you not to do a sweaty class, go to the gym for 3 days. Ideally 5 days, but if you just can't manage the 5 days, 3 days is fine. And we give you specific instructions on mopping your brow during a sweaty class. But do not be going to a class the day after, or the second day or the third day after you've had your brows done. Okay, SPF is your friend, but obviously any face creams, any SPF cannot be put directly on your eyebrows. They can be put around your face, and SPF can be put on your forehead, and obviously from your eyes down, and your creams, your moisturizers and so on, they can still be used, but nothing goes on the brows during the healing phase. So nothing touches the brows for 7 days, only our aftercare. So SPF is your friend, and from the 7 days and once the healing is finished, SPF needs to be included on your eyebrows ongoingly. It prevents the sun. It fades our hair, it fades our clothes, it's going to fade your tattoo as well. So SPF, absolutely, no question, you have to use SPF. Now, those of you who use retinol, I don't want you to use retinol during the healing phase of the first 7 days. You can use it from here down because it creeps, you see, down onto your healing eyebrows in the first 7 days. So from week 2 onwards, if you are a retinol AHA or do a lot of abrasive peels on your forehead, I would prefer that from week 2 onwards, that if you're using it in the nighttime, that you stop short for about 3 centimeters above the eyebrow, because it does creep during the nighttime. That's all we ask you to do specifically during the whole aftercare for 3 to 5 days, 7 days max of your eyebrow tattoo treatment. So the retention is, you know, I do my best to create as much retention as is possible. A lot happens at step 1, the real magic happens at step 2, and we do the review and refine at step 3. But if you're not going to play your part, well then it's not because of the treatment, it's because of your non-compliance. It's not much to ask. Our skin is an organ, it's a very unpredictable organ, and we will do our best to get you the best possible result. You sign in your consent form that you know that this result is not guaranteed. But if you're not going to follow the very simple aftercare, when we are doing our best to get you as good a result as we possibly can, given your skin, given the treatment that we've done for you, given sometimes, you know, very unsuitable skins, and to actually get you the best possible result. And if you're not going to play your part in a very simple aftercare to help us to achieve the best possible result for you, well, then we're on the back foot from the outset. And that's a very expensive mistake to make. You know, it's a lot of money to have an eyebrow tattoo put on. It's a lot of your time and my time. And you need to play your part. I hope that helps. Alrighty,